Imagine stepping onto a volcanic island where the landscapes look like another planet, and hidden within them are creatures that exist nowhere else on Earth. That's the Canary Islands, a place where evolution has written its own strange story. These islands are treasure chests of life, holding species that have adapted in extraordinary ways to their isolated world. And today, you're about to meet 10 of the most fascinating of them. Let's start with the most famous resident, the Canary Island lizard. These reptiles are not your ordinary lizards. Some species, like the giant lizard of La Gomera, grow to nearly half a meter in length. Once thought extinct, they were rediscovered clinging to life on steep, inaccessible cliffs. They are living testaments to survival against the odds, with biologists racing to protect them before they vanish again. Just picture it, a creature that has outlasted volcanic eruptions and human colonization, hanging on by a thread, reminding us that resilience often hides in the smallest scales. Now, imagine a bird that sings like no other. The blue chaffinch, found only in the pine forests of Tenerife and Gran Canaria, is one of Europe's rarest birds. Its soft blue feathers shimmer like the ocean horizon, but its survival depends on old pine forests that have been disappearing for centuries. To hear its song is to hear a living fragment of the ancient Canary woodlands. It's not just a bird, it's a voice of the island's memory. The Canarian Egyptian vulture comes next. Unlike its cousins in Africa, this bird has shrunk in numbers, making its survival precarious. Islanders once saw it as a sacred messenger between life and death, scavenging in the volcanic deserts. Today, conservation efforts are a race against time to ensure its shadow still circles above the cliffs. Its story is both haunting and hopeful, a reminder of how cultures and ecosystems are deeply intertwined. Moving underground, let's talk about a creature most people will never see, the blind lobster of Jameos del Agua in Lanzarote. These tiny, ghostly white crustaceans live in volcanic tunnels filled with seawater. They're smaller than a fingernail, but adapted to a world without light. For locals, they're more than biology. They're symbols, featured in the artwork of Cesar Manrique, turning a hidden species into an icon of identity. Sometimes, the most overlooked life forms end up being the most celebrated. But what about the skies? The laurel pigeon and Boles pigeon, both endemic to the Canary Islands, are secrets of the Misty laurel forests. These forests are survivors themselves, remnants of an ecosystem that once stretched across Europe and North Africa millions of years ago. Spotting one of these pigeons feels like glimpsing into the past. Like the forest itself is whispering, this is how the world used to be. The Galotia galotti, or Tenerife lizard, brings us back to the ground with a splash of color. Males flash brilliant blue patches on their sides, especially during mating season, almost like wearing neon signs in the middle of the rocky landscapes. They've learned to thrive in human-altered environments, boldly running across stone walls and even through villages. It's as if they've decided if humans are taking over, they might as well join the show. Another reptile with a story of survival is the El Hierro giant lizard. Once thought extinct, rediscovered in the 1970s, and now carefully bred in captivity, this lizard has become a symbol of the island's pride. Imagine an animal erased from memory, suddenly reappearing as if to say, "Not so fast, we're not done here." It's the kind of comeback story that evolution occasionally surprises us with. The Tenerife speckled lizardfish prowls the waters around the islands, a predator perfectly adapted to volcanic reefs. Its camouflage allows it to blend into the lava seabed, a ghostly hunter invisible until it strikes. Here, the drama of survival plays out not only in forests and cliffs, but also beneath the waves. And then, the Tenerife gecko. Unlike the giant lizards, this creature has perfected the art of invisibility. Its speckled skin matches lava rocks so well you could walk right past it without noticing. But at night, it comes alive, hunting insects under the stars. In a place defined by fire and rock, this little reptile has found the perfect balance of patience and stealth. Finally, we arrive at the crown jewel of Canary evolution, the dragon tree. Not an animal, but a plant so strange it looks alive. Its blood-red sap, known as dragon's blood, was once believed to have magical healing powers and was traded across ancient empires. Some of these trees are centuries old, their twisted branches rising like chandeliers over the volcanic soil. To stand beneath one is to feel the pulse of deep time, as if the islands themselves are breathing through bark and leaf. Each of these species tells a story of survival, adaptation, and deep connection to the land. They remind us that the Canary Islands aren't just a tourist paradise of beaches and sunshine. They are a vault of unique life, crafted by isolation and resilience. And perhaps that's the most important lesson these endemic species share. Survival isn't just about strength. Sometimes it's about adapting, finding hidden ways to thrive, and leaving behind a story worth remembering.